Yeah, there's a bit of a concept there. I mean, my parents' generation, the baby boomers, it was very much, work 8 till 5, work as hard as you can, work till you're 60, then you can retire. And it was, if you weren't working hard, you were being lazy. And I think things start to shift in my generation now onto yours, where it's, well, if I can work smart rather than hard, is that okay? If I can get as much out of this by being smart and clever and then have the time off, well, now I've got quality of life, right? So there's been a social shift. And particularly now in the younger generations, the shift is maybe towards more having too much fun and realizing that you do actually have to have some sort of responsibility. So it's kind of gone the other way, but this is beside the point. What we were talking about before was, you can kind of choose to do things on your own and have success, or you can choose to surround yourself with people, and it'd be a different way of getting there. So if you know anything about cycling, when they race, they race in those groups, the pelotons. And the idea of a peloton is it's like a V shape like this. And the person who's at the front is taking the brunt of the wind. So they're doing the hard work. And then because of aerodynamics, everybody that follows gets pulled along. Okay, so in your V, it's like this. And so the people that are following will be working up to 30% less because they're being pulled. Okay, and what they'll do is they'll take it in turns at the front. By the way, even the competitors will take it in turns at the front. All right, so the whole group wins. The whole group is faster. All right, and I remember as I was actually in a race myself, and I was, because my legs were rested and I was feeling good, I'd had my 30%, I was like, this group's going really slowly. So I dropped out and shot ahead. And I was pushing, because there was some guys cycling in front of me. I thought, I can catch them. And it took me maybe 20 minutes, and I left the peloton behind. I left them behind. But I couldn't catch these guys in front. Maybe 20 minutes later, my legs are starting to get tired, because I'm doing all this work myself, right? 30 minutes later, the whole pack goes past me. And my legs were so tired from trying to do this on my own, they actually left me and I fell behind. Now, this is a physical dynamic, but you can also apply this to business, right? If you're going to try and do everything on your own, yes, it's possible. But you know what? You need a more expensive bike. You need to be fitter. You need to be training harder to get anywhere near the results that you could get in a group where you can be helping each other get there. And there was an African proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And it's just really choosing, how do you want to get there? How do you want to get there? Probably the biggest tip for anyone who's networking, and there's a number of really powerful tips. When we're talking networking, historically, we're talking walking into a room and shaking business cards, right? But one of the mistakes people realize is that's just part of networking. The other part of networking is your friends, your family. Because what is networking? Networking is about building relationships. And relationships that can help you in your social life, your hobbies, your business, get your clients, basically enrich your life, right? That's networking. And so when we go networking, there are a number of things you can do or do wrong. But when we're talking about business networking, which is, hi, here's my card, the biggest mistake people are making is they're not trying to build relationships at all. What they're actually doing is cold calling face to face. Hi, my name's Phil. I'm in real estate. Do you want to buy a house? What, you don't want to buy a house? Okay, you're renting? Oh, you're renting? Well, in that case, you're wasting money. What if we spend time and I can tell you how good I am at building houses and the guy's like, oh my gosh, leave me alone. Yeah, that's how most people are networking.
That's overwhelming.
Okay? Now you flip that on its head. Now instead of that conversation, we say to people, you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should use them proportionately. That means you listen more than you talk. Now, if I'm having a conversation with you at a networking event and I'm asking you questions about what you like, what your challenges are, what's important to you, well, who's doing all the talking? You are. And the interesting thing is, you'll leave that conversation thinking what a great person I am because I've let you talk about yourself. Because at the end of the day, the most important person in the world is you, to you. It's not me. And if all I want to do is talk about how good I am, you're going to close off and you won't be interested. So networking is all about them, about finding out what's important to you. And it's about me helping you achieve your goals. And whatever your goal could be, find the local cricket club. It could be find the next best recipe for a cake. But if it helps you, you like me more, and that's how we start a relationship. So bear that in mind when you're networking. I think that's what you picked up when you attended the SBC, is the fact that people were trying to build relationships. They weren't selling at everybody. And when that's the environment, you want to come back, right? So if you go to a networking event and everybody's selling at you, do you want to go back? No, because you don't care about them, you care about you. But if you go to an event where everyone's trying to build a relationship, you want to go back. When you want to go back, that's the start of a relationship. Ask people questions. What you're trying to do is find something that they're interested in or they need or something you can help them with. Yeah? And so we use an analogy called gains. So if I'm talking to you, G would be goals. So what are your goals? Your business goals, your life goals, today's goals, tomorrow goals. What's holding you up? Yeah? So I might look for questions around there. A could be achievements or accomplishments. Let me know what you're proud of. What successes have you had? What was your first prize at school? Interests, what do you do when you're not working? Hobbies this, hobbies that. Networks, what networking groups are you in? Tell me about your family, that's a network. And skills. You know, what are you good at? Computers, languages. So inside that gains, there's everything I need to know about somebody. And remember what I'm trying to do is find ways that we can either find synergies, because we have something in common, or ways that I can help you.